Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. This is Alejandra Gomez from creatingwithali.com. Let me turn on my light here to see if things gets better. Hopefully that helps a little bit with the shadowing. Although, I feel like I have a good lighting, but I don't know. Let's see. I think it looks good. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to just wait for a second, but today I want to share with you how to make one card. Hola, gordita. Using the Poinsettia petals, which is this one. And it is actually a bundle that is called Poinsettia Suite, which is the Poinsettia, what is this called? Poinsettia Place. And so this is the one that has this stamp set, and it also has a really beautiful coordinated design series paper. So let me just show you that. And hold on here for a second, because I have here it is. And so this is the one that has poinsettias and little leaves. So it's all about Christmas, as you can see here. And so definitely wanted to take the opportunity to look into that, especially because you have, when I made the first bundle, the first poll, some of you mentioned that you wanted to do Christmas cards. So definitely wanted to share this with you. So another thing that it is included that is different than from others is this vellum paper. And let me just show you here for a second so you can see it. Of course, I have been playing with it, as you can see, but there's 3 different designs, and this is specialty vellum paper. And this one has, as you can see here, the holly leaves and I don't know, like these branches or berry branches. I don't know how they call. Then there's this one that will look really nice. Hello, Carol. This one will look really nice for backgrounds, of course. And there is one that has the poinsettia. So definitely like this one a lot. Now, one of the cool things about this one is a lot of the things in this one can be die cut. So you can see here these little branches and the leaves. So yep, the leaves can be die cut as well as the poinsettias. So there is a die that coordinates with that one, and I'll show you one that I kind of sponge already so you can see it. Hi, Kathy. And so you don't have to be fussy cutting this one. You can actually die cut it with the dies from the poinsettia. What was the name? Poinsettia petal. So this one is the poinsettia dies. And so definitely I love when they do that because it makes it really easy. So for us to be making cards. So definitely that's the one that I would recommend. 2 other things that I've used is the dies. So I've used the stitch shapes dies as well as the layering circles. And that's one of the things that I highly recommend you have. Make sure you always have dies, label dies, because those are the ones I think that makes it even easier to be making your cards. So here you have it. I have already die cut it with the stitch shapes frameless, as you can see. Hola, lolis. And so this is the larger circle out of the stitch shapes framelits in garden green. And then here is this one. This was die cut with the layering circles dies. And honestly, I don't know what the size is. I mean, I could probably measure, but what I'm saying is because of the way I have those, let me show you here. It will be really hard to tell you which one it is. So just, so when I do that, you typically just use the die and see, okay, yeah, this fits. Okay, I'll go for that one. So don't get too hung up into measurements. Just play with the die and see how it goes. Oh, good. Hi, Don. I'm glad Lainey is with you. Hello, Lainey. And then I have a strip of 1/2 inch. And the length doesn't matter because we're going to be cutting it as usual. This one is 4.5, but again, doesn't matter. And it's 1/2 inch. Then I have already die cut this this little branch or berry branch from the design series paper. And I've used the dies, like I mentioned. I love when Stampin' Up does that because it just makes it very easy. And I also, this one was cut out with scissors. So there is one that you can die cut with the dies. But in my case, I actually used the scissors to cut this one out because it didn't match and I really like that one. As far as our paper, so we have here, my card base is Early Espresso and it is 8.5 by 5.5. I have garden green, and this one is 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. And I have a piece of the design series paper, and this one is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. So that's how it's gonna go. So this is gonna be a very, very simple, easy to make card. Also, if you're not familiar, I do have, I'm also having several classes for Christmas cards, especially because I want to make sure that it is easy for you to make it, to get ready between now and then. Believe me, it's gonna be here before we know it. And so I have put a link in the description of this video for you to see about the, what is this called? The Dough of Hope, which is this one. So this is the one that is coming up right now, and this is part of a Stampin' Stack. And what a Stampin' Stack is that you make 12 cards, so 3 of each of the 4 different designs, and that's for you to be able to make multiple cards and get ready little by little between now and December. There's going to be 5 classes of those, so this is the first one that I released, and the next one actually is going to be using this suite. So if you love the poinsettias, definitely make sure you keep an eye for that one, because the next one, the class number 2, is going to be all about the poinsettias, and I'll give you a sneak peek at the end so that you can see how they all look. I have them already designed. So let's just stamp real quick the sentiment. And most of the times when I do my cards, I feel like you might know already these, but I make them very simple. Mainly because I almost never have time with the little ones, and so I needed to make sure that all my cards are very easy and simple to make. So anyway, so we're gonna get here. I'm gonna be using the sentiment says warm wishes from Our Home to Yours. I believe that's what it says. Yeah. Oh. And because it's a photopolymer, I like to use the Pierce mat because you get a better transfer of the images. So if you, I think I put a two to the top, so let's just flip it. Let's just see. Yep, I think this one will be better. Oh yeah, much better. Still a little tricky, but that's fine. Let's not worry about that. I'm gonna bring the Tailor Tack punch. And we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this one and we're gonna do that. And then as far as the leaves, I'm gonna be using the garden green, and I have also a little sponge here, as you can see. And let me see, what did I do with my, yeah, here we go. And we're gonna be stamping 2 of these leaves. This is old olive, but I'm gonna be stamping it with the garden green to go with the paper that I chose here. Again, very simple, very easy. I'm gonna be doing 2 of those. And again, I like using the Pierce mat because you get a better transfer of your image. Oh, I actually need this one for sponging, so let's just leave it here for a second. I'm gonna put it here for a second. I'm gonna bring my die cutting machine. Oh gosh. Just give me 1 second here. I don't think that you can see the whole thing, but I'm gonna be using the dies out of the Poinsettia dies. Now, one thing I want to make sure you see here is that there is an embossing section in a die cut, and I actually kind of put them with what is this, a washi tape. That way I am embossing and cutting at the same time. You don't have to do that, but like I said, I like to do those things at the same time if possible. But you can do it in separate steps, and I found that if you do that, if you put that little washi tape, it helps you. Now we're gonna be positioning this one. Oh, darn. Okay, well, hopefully you can see it later on. All right, so here it is. And like I said, you get both. And you can hardly see the embossing, but there's there. And we're gonna be doing the same with this one. And let's just center it. Yeah, I feel like when you do those at the same time, I mean, it goes faster, at least for me. There we go. And the same thing here. Actually, you can see better on this side, but it's right there too. And that's all the die cutting right now. The same you can do, the same is true for the actual poinsettias. You can actually do the same thing on those. So definitely just have them ready. See that? I already put those. That way I don't have to be doing that as I am cutting it. And it's just washi tape, so it's not like you're gonna be damaging or anything there. So, all right, so now let's bring again the ink. And I'm gonna bring just a scrap paper. As usual, I have a little sponge that I have already cut out, and I put already a tab. You can see this one is a very old one, and it still does the trick. And I'm only really doing it on one end, not so much on the other one. So I am kind of getting it heavier on one end and then really light on the other one. That way it kind of adds a really nice look. Oh my goodness. I always like to kind of start outside of the paper and then go into the cardstock. That way I get a nicer sponging. So there we go. We have those ready. And let's just see how this one looks. Again, very simple. Let's just gonna start putting this together. And like I said, at the very end of this one, I'll show you the cards that I'm going to be including in the Stampa stack, because that's going to be the number 2 that is going to be releasing in about 2-3 weeks. So if you want to be if you want to get information about how to register, make sure you are in my mailing list, because that's where I send all the registrations links for you to sign up for those classes. And then if you want only the tutorials, you can go at my store at creatingwithali.com. You go to the PDF store and you're gonna see them, all of them. So before we glue anything, let's see how it's looking, just to see if I need to do anything else. So this is what I am picturing here. Like I said, very simple card. And I always like when we have design series paper that kind of has nice big images that you can cut, because I feel like it just makes it very easy. Let me just see how I'm gonna be putting this one. Let me see, maybe I move this one a little bit like so. Yes, and then I'm gonna be adding this one here. There we go. Yeah, I think like it looks nicer that way. Then I'm gonna be adding this one right here, right? I probably need to be moving this one. And this is why I'm not gluing anything, because I can see if I am in or out of my card the space. Hi, Larry. And then this one will be right here. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you found me. So I'm trying to do one special Facebook Live just for the people in my group. So this one in particular cannot really be shared because you have to be part of the group. So this is just especially for you guys, so that you can ask any questions. And if there's a particular type of cards that you want to be seeing, let me know, because I'm trying to do this on a Saturday. I don't know if I can do it every single Saturday, but at least right now, let's plan for it. And we'll go from there. But my intention is that because you are in my group, I felt like it would be nice to just share it with you. Just a Facebook Live with you guys and get to know you a little bit better. So if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to help you. If there's anything where you want me to show you something, by all means, let me know. This is, again, this is just especially for you guys. Okay, so there we go. We're going to be putting it like so. Yep. So I think I'm happy with this. And by the way, this is also a brand new ribbon. This is the sheer ribbon in the Real Breath. Hi, Teresa. And so let's just get everything ready now at this point. So let's just start gluing. So and I'll do another poll. Last time it was birthday and Christmas. So I'm going to be making another poll here shortly, so I know what do you want to see for the next live, for the next Saturday. That way I can customize it to what you'll want to see. Alright, so here we go. We're going to be adding this one right here. I'm not adding too much adhesive just to one section, because you can see it kind of sees through, right? You can see it here. So you want to be strategic as to where you're adding that adhesive, because you don't want to be putting it here where you're not really covering, unless you're going to be covering, right? But like in this case, I'm planning to put my flower, my poinsettia there. And there we go. We're going to be adding this ones here. So let's just glue this one down right there. And again, this one here, we're going to be adding this one there. Alright, so we're going to be adding this one here. And again, I want to make sure that I am staying right there. See that? Yeah. Now this one, I want to be adding it with dimensional. So let's just bring dimensionals. Oh goodness, where are the dimensionals? It's like every single time I lose them. And I know they were here, because I actually bring them for the live. So, well, let's just get a new sheet. Because I don't, oh, here it is. It's like, I know I had it here. It's like every single time I go live, I lose something. I don't know what the deal is. There we go. And then for this one, I'm going to be adding this one like right here, right? So I'm going to be adding some glue dots on this section. Okay. So you can see here. Maybe a third one here. There we go. And I'm going to be putting it as much as I can. There we go. Now, this one, I want to put this one right here. I might need to cut a little bit more. Close to the words. So that I can show a little bit more of the ribbon, because I definitely want to add that ribbon. There we go. So I want to add this one here, and then I want to be adding so I want to be adding, oh yeah, I'm like Wait a minute, it's this way. I'm getting all the paper in my hand. And then I'm going to be adding like a couple of glue dots here. Alrighty. Just to make sure it secures that ribbon. Hello, Jeanette. I think it's been a while since I see you, so thank you for joining me. There we go. And I just want like a little, oh my goodness. There you go. And I'm gonna need to add another one right here. Oh, because I had it here. Goodness gracious. Schools do not want to cooperate with me today. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna be getting this one somewhere here. And then somewhere here too. There we go. It's just a little bit something right there. And we're gonna be adding this one like right here. Okay. I will be using dimensionals for that. That's why I wanted to make sure that ribbon is well secure. Oh my goodness. There we go. I'm gonna add another one right there. Yep. And I think we are gonna be done here quickly. I might want to have this one like above that. There we go. And now for this one, I thought it would be nice if I add a little bit of the wink of a Stella. I know. I used to see you all the time. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I really appreciate you joining us. All the way from Australia. So that's cool. All right, and I'm just adding the wink of a Stella just to add a little bit of that shimmer to the Poinsettia. And I'm going to be also adding it to those berries. Just so it adds something else. So it's very simple, as you can see. But I feel like it will be very easy to make. And again, I chose the one that of the poinsettias that did not had a die cut. But there is one image on that. There are images on that that can actually be cut out with a die cut. So that way you don't have to be cutting it out with scissors. However, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it didn't take me that long, so I would think that you can take one, like a little bit of time, just cut all of them, and then make multiples of this, right? So here we have it. Now for the, you're stealing out of me. That's so nice of you. So now for the inside. So I think I shared these last year, but hold on. When I am making Christmas cards, it's always kind of intimidating because we are making so many, right? And it's usually harder for you to be writing on all of them. So since then, what I do is I just cut a piece of Whisper White or Very Vanilla, depending on the color that goes well. In this case, I'm going to go with the Whisper White. But I cut out like 4 1/4 by 3. And you get about 6 of these per sheet of Whisper White. And then I only use this side, right? Like I only put this little one. Now, the cool thing here is that we could actually add a sentiment, and it's even better because then it's just a matter of you. So for instance, this one says warm wishes from our home to yours. And I could either use the Merry Christmas or Magic and Wonder Bloom this holiday. I want to just using this one for the inside, you know? I think that would be nice, and it's a bigger sentiment. And so at that point, it just makes it even easier, right? For you to address this one, because look at this. So you're going to be putting your sentiment here. Then I'm going to be putting whoever I'm sending this to, my name, the date, and done, right? So this becomes so much easier to be sending that many cards, because sometimes that's the issue, that it's like having a whole page. Like if you look into this, right, having all this space to fill out, I feel like this one I think that makes it easier for me sometimes. Oh, because I am in Central. Carol, where are you? So what is your zone? But yeah, I didn't stamp it. Well, we'll stamp it inside. Usually I don't like doing that, because if you messed up, then you'll have to put another piece of paper to cover it. So try to stamp it before. Don't do what I did. I totally forgot, even though I'm talking about it. And then I forgot about it. So try to stamp it first, and then you glue it down. That way, if something goes wrong, you are okay. But see what I say? I feel like these make it easy to send that many cards, because it's just now a matter of addressing it, put your name, and you're done, right? So so that's how I would leave this one. Now, let me just show you, because I promised you I was going to give you a sneak peek of the card class, the next one. So, like I mentioned, we have a Stampin' Stack. So the Stampin' Stack number 1 is with the Double of Hope, which is the one going on right now, which is these cards. And I just love that. I think this one is my favorite because, of course, I love purple. Oh, so you're 1 hour. You're 1 hour after me. And so this is that one. And then the Poinsettia, the next one, number 2, it's actually this one. See that? With those red poinsettias. And of course, look at those pearls. Those, let me just show you those. Those are part of the suite as well. Here they are. And these come in white. But then you can use your, what is this called? The blends. You can use the blends and then color them, which is what I did on that card. And I just feel like they just look fantastic. So this is that one. So that's going to be the Stampin' Stack number 2. Look at this one. That's with the vellum paper, and you can see here the pearls as well. And again, on every card class, you'll make 12 cards. Look at that one too, right? I mean, I just love poinsettias a lot. Now, I was a little biased, and I think all of them were, I made them all in red. And I do like that one as well, but anyway, I was like, oh, I love the poinsettias red. So anyway, so that's pretty much it for today. If you don't have any questions, that's pretty much it. And like I said, make sure you let me know what other themes you want to see, so that I can plan for these Facebook Live every Saturday. And like I said, I'm trying to do them at 6 p.m. on a Saturday, and this is just for you guys, so it's your time. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to help. Great about the size of the card stack. Yeah, the card stack. Yeah, like I said, that makes it even better, right? I feel like if you're making like 60 of them, that's just easy. Anyway, so thank you so much. I really enjoyed being with you. I really appreciate you being here on your weekend. And so anyway, I'll see you on Thursday. All right. So Thursday 7 p.m. Saturday 6 p.m. So anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.